Welcome to Cooking with Silver Fern Farms. Now today we're going to be looking at the Silver Fern Farms lamb loin fillets. Really, really nice piece of meat, nice and tender. The fillet, the premium cut of the range of Silver Fern Farms products. Today we're going to do it with a very, very simple roasted Mediterranean style vegetable salad. A little bit of mint and drizzled with a little bit of olive oil. So very, very simple, very easy to do. So as we've explained before, we open our meat from the backpack and we're going to let that rest for 5 minutes at room temperature, just to bloom, just to come up to temperature, so when we apply it to the pan, to the heat, that we don't end up shocking the meat and end up with run the risk of it going a little bit tough. So we season the lamb loin fillets, and remember, these don't take a lot of time at all. 2 to 3 minutes on each side is all it's going to take. Cook these on top of the stove. Ideal for the barbecue. This whole dish is ideal for the barbecue. Great when you sit out there in the summer on the back deck with the barbie going. Just some nice chunky vegetables, some courgettes, some eggplant, some asparagus, tomatoes, red capsicum. Great things. And what we're going to do here, just as a little added enhancement, a little bit of dried mint flaked on there. Remember, when cooking, dried herbs can be added at any point in time in the cooking process. If we were going to use fresh mint, we'd really have to leave it to the end because it'd burn, go black and not look very appetizing. So once our meat's sufficiently rested and seasoned and ready to go, we have our hot pan, olive oil spray, and there we are. We've got the factor, as I call it. So that's searing quite nicely. Now, important thing to remember is your hygiene in the kitchen. Obviously, we've cut the meat on this board, so if you've only got the one chopping board, then we really need to clean this off before we start cutting up the vegetables. But if you've got 2 boards, then by all means make sure you use one for your meat and one for your vegetables. That way you avoid any potential for cross-contamination. I'm going to turn that over. So the courgette and eggplant, we just want to cut nice long thick slices, probably about 1/2 centimetre to 3/4 centimetre thick. Be quite nice. Same with the eggplant. Now, as we said in our instructional video about cooking your lamb loins, give them a minute or 2 on each side. As you can see, turn them over like that. Come back to our vegetables. Now what we do, you just place these straight onto a grilling tray. Give them a quick spray with the olive oil. Be liberal with it. Little touch of seasoning. And then we just put these into a preheated oven, 180 degrees. They're probably going to take about 15 minutes. Now with our lamb loins, just check them for the degree of doneness. And don't forget, when we're going to rest them, they're still going to carry on cooking, so don't be too afraid if they're just a little bit under medium rare, because by the time they've rested in the pan in a warm place, they'll be perfect. With the asparagus, if you want to get that nice sort of char effect on them, just quite simply cut the bottoms off the asparagus, nice uniform size, and then they can just go on the pan like this. So once our vegetables are cooked, beautiful thing about this is, once again, we've rested our lamb. It's not a dish that you have to serve straight away. I mean, you can just put the vegetables in with the lamb, put some foil over the top of them, leave them to stay warm, and then kind of just pop it back in the oven, bring it out, or just serve it at the temperature it's at. It's, you know, it's a very rusticy type thing. It could be very hot, or you could have it sort of cold as a salad. You can either cut straight across the grain, remember across the grain to keep that tenderness, or you can just cut at a slight angle of 45 degrees, so you get those sort of more longer, elongated slices. Remember using the whole of your knife, and then arrange 4 or 5 slices on the plate like so, and then we just finish off a little drizzle of olive oil, keeping that Mediterranean theme. And there we have it, beautiful roasted Mediterranean style vegetable salad with the Silver Fern Farms lamb loin fillet.